Hello viewers, welcome to Ekam IS Academy. Today we'll look into an important concept in terms of environment, that is coral reefs. So what is that we are going to discuss? We are going to discuss about the largest reef in the world, that is Great Barrier Reef, which is situated in the northeastern coast of Australia. Recently, a study has understood that there is some impact of climate change as well as anthropogenic factors which is causing decline in the number of the species which are habiting from the Great Barrier Reef, or it is also experiencing anthropogenic impacts. So due to which large scale coral bleaching is also happening. So with respect to this, we'll understand what is the concept of coral reef, what types of corals we have, coral reefs structures we have, and what is uniqueness about this Great Barrier Reef along with other related information for your examination perspective. So first let us understand. So the thing we are discussing is Great Barrier Reef. So this is the largest reef in the world. Okay. So first let us understand what is a reef, but this is the largest reef in the entire world, which is situated in the coast of northeastern Australia. Okay. So it is situated in the northeastern coast of Australia. It is also present in the Coral Sea, right? So this is one thing. And you have to remember that it occupies 10% area of the coral reefs of the world. Among all the coral reefs in the world, so 10% area is occupied by Great Barrier Reef alone. So you can understand how much is the size of Great Barrier Reef. So it will occupy around 3 lakh. Okay, so that's around 35,000 square kilometers is the area, right? So it is even visible from the space. That means if you look from the space, it is so widely spread that it can be easily visible from the space also. That is what the size of the Great Barrier Reef. Then what is happening to this Great Barrier Reef? Why we need to worry about, right? So first let us understand about the concept of coral. So corals are marine polyps, right? So marine polyps which live in symbiotic relationship with zooxanthellae. Symbiotic relationship means it is a win-win situation or mutual benefit relation between the coral polyp and the zooxanthellae. Zooxanthellae is an algae which provides the food through photosynthesis to this particular polyp, and polyp in turn gives shelter for the microscopic zooxanthellae, right? So these are the two things. That means they're exchanging the benefits so that both are getting benefit out of it. So corals are the micropolyps. So then what happens? So in healthier conditions, corals can survive with the help of zooxanthellae. That means in healthy conditions like shallow waters, nutrient-rich waters, right? So abundant sunlight should be there, warm temperatures should be there. So these type of conditions should exist. But in case of any alteration to the ideal conditions, then what happens? This zooxanthellae, which is providing the food to the particular coral polyp, will be expelled. That means if in the absence of zooxanthellae, the coral polyp will die. Then what happens? It will bleach. That means colorful corals will turn into white color. That is nothing but coral bleaching. So if this happens due to anthropogenic reasons, then lot of marine biodiversity will get suffered. So how? Because corals are considered as the rainforest of the ocean. So they serve as the habitat ground for large number of marine species and organisms. So that is why it is very much important to preserve coral reefs. So then let us understand what type of coral reefs we have. So basic types of coral reefs are barrier reef. So here we have seen already barrier reef is one example, Great Barrier Reef. So in barrier reef what happens? So they will be closely associated with the coast. So when we have fringing reef means, so here these will be barrier reefs will be generally attached to the coast in this way. Fringing reefs will maintain some distance from the coast. In between you will have some water getting filled. Then we have another reef called atoll. Atoll is nothing but a circular shaped reef, right? So which will develop over a island or around an island or a volcanic eruption, right? So then it is a circular shaped atoll. So if you know, in case of Lakshadweep, we have these atolls, right? And you know, like Maldives entirely is made up of these atolls. So if you know where we have coral reefs in India, let me know in the comment section, right? So then let us understand this Great Barrier Reef was given UNESCO World Heritage Site recognition in 1981. So it is very much important to remember it is considered as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and it hosts habitat for different animals like dugong. Dugong is nothing but sea cow. It is a herbivorous and marine animal. So sea cow also we call. So where do you find this dugong in India? If you know the habitat of dugong, let me know that also in the comment section. Then let us discuss the practice question related to this topic. Which of the following is true about the Great Barrier Reef? It is the largest coral reef in the world. It is listed as UNESCO World Heritage Site. Then it is entirely composed of soft corals. So what is the right option? Let me know in the comment section. And then in this particular video, we have discussed the Great Barrier Reef. So what is the anthropogenic impact or threat to this Great Barrier Reef? So what type of changes are being brought? We have seen what is the concept of corals, coral bleaching, and what is the uniqueness of the Great Barrier Reef along with the practice question. So if you liked the video and found informative, let us know in the comment section. Thanks for joining. See you again.